Five underneath.
So as your kobolds enter this massive, planet, small moon size worth of treasure and loot, they look at all the gold and shiny bits around them. Their little devious little nature gets the best of them. They jump into the gold and they start tinkering with all the little artifacts, all the gold and artifacts and trigger and freaking tech and all this golden glimmer, knickknacks and whatnot. They get so addicted to it, they start beating each other to death for the best gold, the best thingamajig. And they start beating each other against the head and just choking each other. And then when they're barely alive, a large tentacle comes out of the gold and sucks them back into it.
I knew it couldn't be too easy.
Look up any rules you want to right now.
Some kind of golden kraken. This could be fun.
That beauty.
So,
At the very center of the gold is of this treasure room is where the book is guiding you to a very strange looking red crystal.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
What do you guys want to do?
I'm a pass on that one.
How do we draw it out without it
Is he on the list of the hottest
getting
ones
us?
for the sun?
I assume that we have to kill the kraken to get the crystal.
how far is it from the
20 feet. 20 feet.
Okay, hear me out. One more cabal of kobolds. Send them in. Let them beat each other for a bit of gold and get the tentacles' attention. We just book it in, book it out.
And he's contemplating life.
I mean, worst case scenario, we run in, we grab the crystal, and we explode into fire, and then we know not to fucking touch the crystal again.
So the good news is that Johnny Depp was 30. I think it was.
That or the only thing I have to ask though, Grant, is this kraken able to be taken down?
God, no. This thing is the size of
I'm only 19.
this entire college. You don't want to fuck with this thing.
What was this movie?
What's his hit points?
You're not going to fight a giant fucking kraken. You can't. You can't win. You can't win.
Damage threshold of 1,500 hit points. Size category gargantuan plus.
You're only a bunch of little adventurers. This kraken is it'll kill you. Don't fight it. Don't fight it.
Why don't we want to fight it?
Don't test me. I'm God right here, okay? I'm God right here. You don't want to test me.
Wait, well, why
Oh, Weber.
You do have some throwing rope,
All I have is rope, and so rope wouldn't grab the crystal.
but you have an arrow.
Back.
You have an arrow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've got an arrow, I've got rope, but I don't have anything that would grab the crystal, that would collect it and bring it back to me.
I've got an idea. The kobolds started fighting over the best treasure, and what's going to be better treasure than the big glowing gem in the center of all the bullshit. So we tie off a rope on a goblin, kobold, whatever's out there that I find, and we yeet it right next to the crystal. It's going to grab the crystal, and then we just reel it in before.
Or Sully rides a raptor.
Yeah, but people stop you.
Or I could have my faithful
Yes!
test the way
Or-
if we need.
The thing is, if you're fast enough, you can. If someone runs fast enough, they can get across the floor in time and grab the
That was
crystal.
only because they were purely after the
were
treasure.
Stopping for the
They were
treasure.
stopping for the
That'd be
treasure.
athletics.
Who's to say that one full of faith does not need treasure? They have their faith
If we are
involved in this.
I win. You have to give me fire.
Oh, yes.
While you're all babbling about, the strange little friend of yours rides in his raptor across the gold, like a freaking Jesus lizard running across the gold. That's an actual species of animal, okay? That is an actual thing. The lizard that runs across the water, it's literally running across this sea of gold, just running its ass off, grabs the crystal, runs back, just as the tentacle rises up, trying to grab him. And Sully, what do you want to do with the tentacle that's coming towards you?
I have Godspeed. I can just outrun that shit.
All right, you run the damn thing. You get back in time. You throw the crystal down, and you're like, how do you want to express this?
Got him.
Man,
So you
I
got-
have one of my
You're
scribes study
trying
it.
to plan. And
Yes.
I'll have a scribe study it. Before we do before we use it, I do believe that a scribe should be the one that looks it over.
Cackles wildly, and you'll pat him on the back with, of course, barbarian force. Not damaging, but the classic take half step forward.
Good work.
All done, Sully.
It's always the quiet ones.
So, as you exit this, as you start collecting the crystal, a loud crashing sound starts happening. And tears throughout the reality start opening. Little miniature demonic black holes start opening. And swarms of devils and imps come crawling out of the ether, clawing at you, hissing at you. Now might be a good time to get out of here.
You can switch with me.
Faithful. Form shield walls. I want a shield wall here to defend this.
You could also,
Everyone else run.
you want to sacrifice your followers as well?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, roll me charisma checks, guys.
Fire!
15.
What?
16.
What'd you get?
15.
Your soldiers form a phalanx of like muskets and crossbows, and they kill a few imps, but hordes and hordes and waves of demons come rushing out of hell. They take quite a few of them with them, but soon they're just consumed, dragged and screaming down into the ether. You take out maybe 2 waves of them, but all your slaves and soldiers were killed en masse, slaughtered and dragged into the 9 hells.
But did we get away?
Everyone roll me agility. Because of that, you get a +5 your rolls.
By agility,
19.
do you mean athletic?
Yeah, athletics.
That's a 20.
Athletics? Okay.
Dirty 20, I should specify.
15.
15.
What'd you get?
19.
15.
Dirty 20.
Oh, sorry.
You all make it unscathed. Your followers die in droves, screaming, "Why weren't you there? Why weren't you there?" So you have a magic artifact, and dozens of people died for you to get it. But goddamn, you got the frickin' magical crystal that's worth untold thousands. You're not heroes, you're just thieves and bastards. And that's what will be in today's game. Since you escaped the realm of Ravenloft. And you are back in the forest of Corrin. You're in the kingdom of Deku. A very forested, elfish kingdom full of fae, talking fur folk, creatures of the forest. It's a massive magical civilization built around great trees and centers of magic. It's full of druids. People here are so in touch with nature. You're in a local tree city, surrounded by talking animals, elves doing going about their business, trading with merchants from other lands. You're literally inside a massive Deku tree, if I use Legend of Zelda as a reference here. People are trading, they're preparing for expeditions into the forest, and you're up in the local pub.
It was about the cat.
It's mostly full of elves and tieflings and travelers. But recently, a new company has come into the forest, and everyone wants to join this new trading company, known as the Cosmic Delights. They are an archaeology group dedicated to finding the ancient magical ruins and sources of magic in this world. Finding ancient ruins, ancient treasures, and using it to advance the people, all the free peoples of Corrin. There's also a mercenary guild that's looking to hire sellswords to battle local Vengari horde remnants that are traveling throughout the lands, attacking local elven convoys. So there's sellswords. They're called the Blunted Dragon Company. Whoopsie, Sully.
Here's another gold one that should have taken out of time. You know what's wrong with our society? We can't watch YouTube without a damn.
It is a very magical time, and what do you guys want to do? What are you doing right now? You're in a pub, and there's all sorts of sellswords and mercenaries looking for for fresh blood to join their guilds, to join their groups.
Jobs aren't good jobs.
There's also betting being done. Local card games are being played by local tabaxi and Dragonborn merchants. Merchants are playing games of cards, games of sovereign, games of chance to make money.
So, last we were about to
And right now, making money is a good idea because people are trying to travel off to Ku to get back to the mainland. So Deku, the thing with the Kingdom of Deku, you want to get off it. I mean, if you stay here too long, you start getting attached to the land too much, and it's very hostile to it being an adventurer. You lose the adventuring spirit. That's why everyone's trying to look for a way to get off this island. So, what do you guys want to do?
You're about to head off. It is.
Question, do I have a hangover? Truman's in here.
You guys did, but you guys come down long enough.
And Sully, yeah, good.
They took long enough to steal things and get kicked out.
I'm gonna be very good at this part, trying to figure out what task
I told you downstairs that we were starting.
The merc.
find.
I literally looked at you and said, Truman's running these campaigns today, we should go up. And you said, I'll be right there. We continue talking to Matthew and everybody.
There's music in there. There's magic.
No, like, who are you? Why are you talking to me? I don't recognize you. Like, who are you? Why are you talking to me? Do we know each other? No, I haven't seen Anna.
While you're going about this, a drunken, babbling halfling bursts into the tavern. Hey, you bastards! And as soon as he comes in, a group of Dragonborn start getting very tense. The atmosphere is turning a little more tense here as certain Dragonborn mercenaries are recognizing some of the halflings coming in here. Should evolve into a bar fight, but a little conflict could happen. They push in the right direction.
This part is reparation and perish the thought.
I guess I'll look over at one of the Dragonborn and be like, we're really just gonna let some little shrimp come in and call you a bastard?
Intimidate.
Beefy.
Roll me some intimidation.
It's about a 5-day journey. How will you guys spend your time?
That's an natural 20.
You beat.
Very intimidating.
How do you want to do this?
To get money.
How do you want to do this?
Let's fuck 'em up. Try to get some Dragonborn and
All right, let's do it. We'll experiment mine. We'll roll d20s, and whoever rolls highest will be doing well in the fist fight. Oh, what'd you get?
Characters, because it has been more than a month.
Oh, I know what I want. I know what I want.
Please.
I want to
11.
You beat him, knock out some teeth, he goes in the other direction, spirals into his friends, they push him back in, round 2.
Class and race, I guess?
That's a 3.
12.
No, I want him.
He punches you a bit, maybe knocks out some of your tusk. Round 3, come on, let's do this.
Natural 1.
He hits you, and he pushes the ground, beating the crap out of you. I'll give you one more round.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
14.
You beat him back, and you kick him in his dragon jewels. He falls down, screaming. The other mercenaries are pulling out their swords.
Hey, focus
If this is escalating beyond fistfights, sword out. Look, you know, really want things to escalate too much, then spit some blood.
Intimidation.
No.
That's 18 for 21.
They fall back. The local hobbit merchant who is in the back pulls out the hookah, his hookah pipe. You there, orc! Come and grab a seat.
I'll head over, kind of hands on the back of the chair.
We also made some plans.
You beat up those boys pretty damn good.
A little bit of fun.
You looking for?
Place lifeless.
You look like a man who likes just to fight for a living and earn his gold and spend it with whatever he wants to do with his fucking life.
Anna, what does your character do?
You see,
You look like a halfling.
I like your type, boy. You don't ask questions. You just kill and you beat up and you take your cash. How would you like a little adventure of mine? I'm going on an expedition. I'm looking for soldiers, freelancers. 800 gold. And if you find any particularly worthless alien artifacts, you can keep those.
Fair enough. Coin and plunder.
The problem is you can never tell anyone about what you see in these ruins. You can never boast about it. Tilly, what are you doing during all this?
I tend not to put myself into a fight unless I've got a good reason for it. So I'm probably hanging out, talking to the other halflings, seeing what they know about what's going on lately.
So, what are you doing in this whole thing?
It's like a dog and a wolf. You know what I mean? We're like.
What's your character doing?
We are
It's
wolf
still kind
and
of
breed, but they are very different.
cannibalism
So a wolf can eat a dog.
because you know what he did.
So, as this goes on, the night progresses. You hear a loud clang, a loud bursting sound against the barred doors. As you want to go flocking outside, because there's a lot of screams coming from that general direction.
You guys are just kind of chit-chatting.
Is this like directly after?
A few hours. Yeah, a few hours go by.
It's probably about
I'm probably going to want to look out the window and see what's
People are still drinking. People are flying to the windows. You see,
around
roll me perception.
as you're walking.
11.
A lot of fire, a lot of gas raining down, and people are screaming. That's all you can see.
I'm pregnant, please.
Fire.
Show open the front door of the tavern and just kind of see what the shenanigans are.
You see four wyverns coming down, swooping down, and breathing fire and poison gas into the local city, the local forest city. You see fur folk running around on fire, puking. You see elves firing arrows at these wyverns, and falling off their backs are swarms of kobolds. The horde has returned,
I rolled a
and they're plundering this great city.
Wait, is it
What do you want to do?
You're the rover? No.
There's enough adventurers here. If led by a charismatic leader, the tide could be turned.
I'm sorry, but
What are you rolling? Charisma?
Yeah.
And it's a horde of kobolds, you said?
Yes, and goblins.
And
I
goblins.
thought it was
Okay.
gonna work. I'm sorry.
You hear the shout back.
Just kind of
No, you're
looking,
not.
slowly evaluating the chaos, thinking,
I
damn.
lean over. No, she's lying. I'm sorry.